Hello, everyone. I'm doing my technology demonstration assignment. The technology, this app, this website that I'm going to demonstrate for you on is Quizizz. Quizizz isn't a new website or a new app, but over the last couple months, they have been getting new features such as accommodations, Quizizz AI, different text to speech options, and I think this would be just a great tool to demonstrate. So this is how your home page would look for your Quizizz. So this is Quizizz Basic. You can always upgrade, but for this demonstration process, we are doing just the Quizizz Basic. So if you're thinking about a different topic that you and your class are covering, it asks, what are you teaching today? So what me and my students have been going over is Punnett squares, and that's the first one. So you can under that, what are you teaching today? You can type whatever topic that you're going over, and then once you hit enter, it gives you different options to choose from. Now, typically, what I do, I look under the assessment. Now, I have done the different lessons. These are some interactive slides that kids can look through that the teacher or myself, I can assign them to give them extra practice. They also have some interactive videos, and they have flashcards, and the last they have passages which are really really good. But typically I just use them for the assessment. So once I click show all, it gives me many different assessments that teachers have already created, and it gives me the option to create them myself. But for this demonstration purpose, I am going to just choose one that is already made. So I do teach 8th grade, and we have been talking about Punnett squares. So I am going to click the first one I see. I have Punnett squares 8th grade, and it has 20 questions. Now, before you click on it, it'll give you a preview of what those questions and what those answers would be, so you can make sure that it is aligning to your different standards and objectives that y'all are covering. So once I click on Punnett squares, so here is the Punnett squares assessment, and of course 8th grade, and this will be the rigor level. So it is medium. It should not be too hard for kids because you can always get it to a low rigor, and then it also goes up to a higher rigor where critical thinking and it's a lot of short answer responses. So this is what it would look like before you start your Quizizz game. Like I said before, you can, it has new features. You can generate flashcards, you can add similar questions, and then you can also translate the quiz in other languages if needed. So I'm going to click start now because this is how it will look before I start hosting the game. I can assign it to a class. If I wasn't doing a whole group instruction, they could do it individually, but I am not. So these are the different session modes. I typically use classic mode. Students can go at their own pace. They can go to the next question. And this is the one that I prefer. I also do teacher pace sometimes if the entire class is struggling, so we can go through one question with each other and we can talk through it. When I'm giving them like a different, like a formative assessment, or I'm using a grade for some bonus points, I typically use Mastery Peak. And there you can set what percentage you want your child, what your students to be at by the time they finish this Quizizz game. So at the bottom, I do have some student attempts. They can attempt it up to 5 times. Like I said, if I were going to take this for a short little grade or use it for some bonus points, I do have that the answers will show after they answer the questions and then shuffling questions, and it will show the leaderboard, which is really good. We can see that toward the end. So this is what it will look like before we start the actual Quizizz game. So I'm gonna hit start. Now, once it pops up, you can join on any device. long as you put this website in, and then this will be the game code. So I'm about to log in and type in the game code. And on Quizizz, it gives you the option to have a random name generator. So here I am. I just joined. I am Hazelnut Beowulf. So this is what it would look like before you start your game. You're going to wait for your children to get on there. And for this demonstration purpose, I only have one participant. But it will be full, and they do have the option to random generate their name, or my personal preference, they just use their name. All right, so I'm going to hit start. Now, once you start, it does down. It you can set this as, and I'm going to turn that music off. But like I said before, it has different themes if you don't like that original Quizizz theme. So here I am right here, Hazelnut Beowulf. So I'm about to start answering those questions. And you can see as I'm answering those questions that class accuracy will be moving up or moving down. I did get one incorrect to show you how it will look if someone got it wrong. So, um, this is what it is going to look like. It does have where you can show the different questions, and if I had a classroom full, it would show how many students got it correct, how many students got it incorrect, and that's how I would know what I would need to cover and what I would need to clear up once we finish this game. Alrighty, so I'm going to end the game. At the end, it does have a first, second, and third place. That's why I say these Quizizz games can be engaging and very competitive. Most of them want to be on the leaderboard, and they want to be on their columns, first, second, and third columns. All right, so this shows a report. Typically, it will have more students than this. It will show what question the students got wrong, which one they didn't attempt, and which one they got correct. And then again, you can see all those questions again if you needed to review something that the kids weren't so clear about. You can also assign practice to kids that are not feeling so confident in this particular field, concept, or topic. So I'm going to hit exit. Once I hit exit, a report should show, and this is the game that we just did, Punnett Squares, 5% accuracy, so that would be looking at the class average. Only 15% completed it, and then, of course, total one student because this is a demonstration. Like I said before, this would be a report, and it's similar to the page that I showed you before. It shows how many they got correct, how many they got incorrect, and then how many they did not attempt. And it does show a score at the end. Quizizz is a great tool. I use it because it is fun, it is competitive, it gets the kids thinking in a fun way, and it is purposeful. I use it because I know that once we finish Quizizz, once we finish the game, we can go back, we can debrief, and I can clear up any misconceptions that the students may have.